making t-shirts now for my fans. It's called #CheHive.
The Beehive is gonna come for you.
Listen.
Okay.
The Beehive don't want nothing to do with the Che Hive.
What exactly differs the Beehive from the Che Hive?
Well, for one, the Che Hive doesn't exist.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Night Train! On tonight's show we have Alex English, Kate Willett, Marcella Arguello, Michael Che. I'm your DJ Donwill. And now your host for the evening, the sixth member of Fifth Harmony, Wyatt Cenac.
That is true. I am the sixth member of Fifth Harmony. That is very true. I tried to get into New Edition, and then Fifth Harmony was my fallback band. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Make some noise for Donwill. Why the fuck are you dressed like that?
Look, I didn't tell you, but I figure that every show has like a Halloween episode.
Every show has a Halloween episode?
The Peanuts had a Halloween episode.
Sure.
The Simpsons, they do like the House of, what's that shit called? The Simpsons have one.
Treehouse of Horrors.
Treehouse
sure.
of Horrors.
Yeah.
Scandal.
Scandal. Wait, Scandal had a Halloween episode?
There was a thing that I watch it a lot.
What? Did Olivia Pope have to get a jack-o'-lantern off for murder?
It was like Olivia Pope, Young Pope crossover episode thing that happened. They had
I feel like that just might be your Scandal/fiction.
You know, I do Scandal fan fiction, but it was a crossover episode, so I figured I would come as Eazy-E tonight. Just to, you know what I'm saying? People might watch this on Halloween. This is like a streaming service.
Yeah, no, you're guaranteeing people have to watch this on Halloween.
I'm just trying to get these eyes on the screens, man.
Right.
I'm trying to help us out.
Sure, no, I get it. No, and I appreciate it. It just, I feel like I wish you would have told me.
I look like this anyway, though.
Well, no, you don't normally have an S-curl and wearing sunglasses inside. Can you even see?
No. But I know this booth very well, so like it's just like Ray Charles. But the DJ Charles. No, do not try. Yes, encourage it.
Do not encourage DJ Charles.
I got a record. You gonna play it?
Do not encourage that. Don't encourage that, especially because he was not supportive of our DJ duo, Bartles and Jams. Yeah, no, he was not that cool with it. So I do not stand for DJ Charles.
Bartles and Jams might come back, but DJ Charles is here to stay.
I really wish you would have told me about this. I wish you would have told the audience they could have come in costume.
Some of them came as graphic designers and...
No, that's just what they are.
Some of
They're
them...
graphic designers and non-profit people. I'm sorry for painting with a broad brush, but I feel pretty accurate. All the graphic designers, raise your hands. All right, okay, we got at least one. Non-profit people? Yep. Keep them up.
I picked the wrong costume.
Yeah, who here's a venture capitalist? Yeah, no, yeah. Who here's still in grad school? Yep. Oh, okay. What are you in grad school for?
Neuroscience and education.
Wait, so I need to understand this. So the neuroscience part, how the brain works, education, we get it. What's your focus? Let's talk to me like I'm the head of your department and I'm the person who's going to either sign off on your diploma or burn it in your face.
I think that we need to really focus on modernizing our classrooms. I think that...
Hold on, I'm going into head of department mode. When you say modernize, what do you mean?
I think we just need to add a lot more multimedia into our classrooms. I think instead of that just being supplemental material, that should be a lot more of our main course material.
Like, oh, okay, so, like, are you talking about YouPorn in the classrooms? Because, yeah, I'm with it. That's, how else are kids gonna learn?
Sex ed, that's sex ed.
Yeah, no, my fucking, like, when my folks gave me the sex talk, my sex talk was just, I was in my room reading a comic book, and my stepfather walked in the room and was like, don't look at me! And then he fucking opened my sock drawer, slammed it, walked out, and he was like, don't look in there! And then eventually I looked in there, and there was a box of condoms, and that was my sex talk. So if that's what you're talking about, well, yeah. I still don't know how to have sex properly. Sex with me starts with me opening a sock drawer and saying, don't look at me! Don't look at me! But wait, so what ages are we talking about here?
All ages.
Okay, but like, what are you specific? I mean, I feel like you can't go into the real world being like, I want to be the all ages reformer. Like, let's target a few.
Well, I think that we need to focus on removing the textbook as kind of the crutch for every classroom.
I'm actually with that because I grew up in Texas, and Texas is one of the states that gets to choose what your textbooks look like. Not your textbooks, because you guys clearly aren't elementary school. Are there any elementary school kids here? Let's just root that out right now. I figured if I asked, like, maybe one would be like, me! And then we'd be like, get the fuck out of here. But pay your bar tab. I'm so drunk. Would you want to be on the school board?
Perhaps.
I mean, we could start it right now. We could crowdfund the shit out of this. We could get you a campaign going. This whole show just went off the rails. It's now about getting you elected to the Brooklyn School Board. Yeah, what's your name?
Brian.
Brian Tucker? All right, so this starts right now. Brian Tucker for school board. We're gonna get you. We've all agreed to vote for you. I'm assuming probably like 7% of this audience has children, so this is really helpful. But no, that's very noble. It was a slight detour of what we were doing, but it was a fun detour.
Word, fuck books.
No! That's not the moral. That's not the moral of this story.
I think if that was his campaign slogan, he would win big. Fuck books.
Graphic designer, can you make a poster for Brian Tucker that says Brian Tucker? I don't know when school board is up for election. Let's say 2018. Brian Tucker, 2018. Fuck books. We're gonna make that poster. Yeah. Well, yeah. All right. That's if we get a third season, it'll be you campaigning with your fuck books poster. What a world. Anyway, you and me, Halloween. Let's get back to that bit.
Yes.
Here's the thing about this, and this is the thing about Donwill. Every year for Halloween, you're Eazy-E.
I am. Genetically, it just suits me.
Right, but you've never veered away from it. How many years have you done Eazy-E at this point?
I discovered it 4 years ago.
What did you do before that?
I didn't have a costume.
So 4 years ago, you got into Halloween.
Well, I was Spider-Man when I was 6.
Sure, yeah.
And then there was the Dark Ages before, like, no costume.
Right.
And 4 years ago.
Now it's just easy. I mean, I'm giving you shit, but I never really dressed up for Halloween. I wasn't a big Halloween person because my Halloween's my mother's birthday, and so we never got to celebrate. But I never got into. But I love the idea of costumes. Like when I was a kid, I loved comic books, and I would go to like Comic-Con and stuff like that. And I never would dress up. I never felt like I could do it. Also, though, the comic book conventions in Dallas, they were really scary. Because they had a lot of people, like there was comic book shit, and then there was a lot of like just people selling knives. I don't know how knives and comic books came together, but it was just like, oh yeah, hey, you want like Iron Man 331? Okay, why don't you get a buck knife too? But I've never felt like, oh, I could go to a comic book convention and like dress up, cause like cosplay, like I don't know, like now I feel like I don't know if I would do it, but when I go to like comic book conventions, it's always very weird because you see people in cosplay and they like take a lot of pride in it and they're really serious about it. But one thing I've noticed is that people get really mad, and when I say people, I mean white comic book fans, get really mad when they see people of color dress up as their favorite superheroes. Like, they get really shitty about it. They do. Like, even when it changes, like, Captain America's, like, black right now, and Thor's a lady, and, like, comic book fans are like, you can't do that to those not real things. And so I figured if I ever were to dress up and go to Comic-Con, I felt like, you know what, I need to make a comic book character of my own, and, like, if I can get that as a successful comic book, then I'll go as the creation I made. And so I made my own comic book character, which is Thorgood. Yeah. You know, it's by day he's Thorgood Marshall. And then with the power of lightning, he becomes Thorgood, the civil righty Thorgood. Like, if I get that, I'm gonna get that out there. I'm gonna start selling it. Once it goes big, you know, we need a movie. I need like Marvel to fucking A, not sue me, and then B, turn it into a movie franchise so I can go to Comic-Con. Yeah, all right. This turned into a weird ramble. I'm not gonna put that all on you, Brian. But we did it together. You enabled me in the greatest way possible because now we've got your campaign slogan. We're crowdsourcing as your campaign manager, which when the bill comes, like we're all gonna have to agree on what to charge Brian for all this work. Graphic designer? A lot? Fair enough. All right, yeah, it better be a pretty great campaign. I think we're all excited for that. But we also should be excited for a lot of fun show. You guys ready for a fun show? This first gentleman, he's great. He breeds his own starfish. He's a starfish breeder. Ladies and gentlemen, make a lot of noise right now for Alex English.
What's up? Oh my God, it's good to be here. Y'all got y'all drinks on stage. Y'all ratchet. Oh my God, all right. I can see what type of crowd I'm dealing with tonight, all right. No, I'm really happy to see y'all. I'm really excited to see y'all out here tonight because, like, the days of a black person saying things into a microphone being legal in this country are definitely numbered. Yeah, don't get sad about it. It's a reality, okay? But no, like, you know, the thing is, like, I'm most concerned about this economy we going through right now. Like, y'all, ain't nobody really paying attention to it, but I am, because I'm really broke. Anyone else in here really broke? Okay, I don't see that many men in here saying that shit, and that would have been a really awkward time to admit that. But no, I'm really broke. Let me ask y'all something. Like, has anyone else been so broke to the point where you go to a breast cancer awareness walk just for the free t-shirt? Anyone else? Some of y'all are judging me, but somebody over here has been that desperate for clothing. You, sister, I see you right there. That's right. Oh my gosh, I love the breast cancer awareness t-shirt. You should know that about me. I do. I've owned many in the past. I own many in the present. And I intend on owning many, many more in the future. I do. And here's how much I'm dedicated to it. Like, I just see myself, I see my career going way far, way far. Like, being on red carpet, stuff like that. So you know how the conversation is on the red carpet. You know, so, oh my God, Will Smith, who are you wearing? It's like, man, this is Ralph Lauren. Then they see Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, oh my gosh, who are you wearing? It's like, oh man, this is Gucci. I know I sound a lot like Will Smith you just saw, but this is Gucci. But then they get to me. Oh my God, comedian Alex English, who are you wearing? And y'all, I would never forget where I come from, right? I never forget where I come from. I would look that reporter right in the face and be like, dude, this is Susan G. Komen. That's right. You need to get to a walk real soon, sir. Because you wasn't clapping. No, the thing is, like, I'm poor because I live in New York City. I'm sure everybody here can relate. Any native New Yorkers in here? Native New Yorkers? Wow, it's a surprising amount of white hands I saw go up. Wow. So gentrification is like 30% real. No, but I just actually celebrated living in New York City for 4 entire years, you guys. I've been in New York. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, man. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. That is not usually the response when I say that to people. No. That's shocking, because nobody's ever excited about that, right? Nobody's ever like, oh my gosh, Detroit, I've never been. They're always like, oh my gosh, Detroit, I am never going. They will say that right to your Detroit face, I'm telling you. But it's cool, like I live in Brooklyn now, I live in Bed-Stuy, but when I first moved to New York City, I moved to the Bronx, New York. That is not how I felt when I moved there. I was shouting for way different reasons, trust me. But that's a really weird sentence to let come out of your mouth. That's a strange thing to tell people, right? That you moved from Detroit, Michigan to the Bronx, New York. Right? Because think about it. That's like a woman telling her friends that she's leaving a guy that's always threatened to shoot her for his friend that's going to threaten to stab her. And I don't care what kind of woman you are in this crowd, every single woman in here has been this girlfriend or has had this girlfriend. I started to become this girlfriend very proud of her shitty life decisions. So the Bronx became that boyfriend I was trying to describe to them like they've never seen him before. So the conversation was just always like, y'all are just jealous of my relationship with the Bronx, okay? The Bronx treats me so nice. He's a little rough around the edges. He's black, but he speaks Spanish for some reason, and I don't quite understand that. The Bronx has 4 other brothers, girl. Were you looking for a boyfriend? Can you believe it? He has 4 other brothers. Let me introduce you to him. Now, Queens is really nice. Queens is really clean, really cute, but really distant from the family. Nobody goes to visit Queens. Nobody even talks to Queens. But for some reason, Queens really loves cooking Indian food. So if you like that shit, you should date him. He don't get a lot of love. But Brooklyn is the shit, am I right? Everybody loves Brooklyn. Yeah, girl, as you can see, everybody loves Brooklyn. He's black too, but he only dates white women these days, so. I was expecting to hurt way more feelings than that. Yeah, girl. For some reason, if your dad don't come from Portland, Oregon, or make $1 million a year, Brooklyn won't even text you back, girl. I don't know. But then they got another brother, Manhattan. Now, Manhattan's a nice guy. If you like height on the man, yes, girl. But his body is just weird at large. It really is. Because, like, the body is weird. Like, the midsection is nice and developed. Foreigners and people from Ohio like that part for some reason. But the higher you get up on Manhattan, you start to realize how fucking crazy he is. It's like, dude, do you like cocaine or Boost Mobile? Please help me figure it out. But also, the lower you get on Manhattan, I don't like spreading rumors about people, but I'm pretty sure he likes to pee on himself consistently. Consistently after 12 a.m. for some reason. It just, I don't know if you want to give oral sex to a man that does that so constantly. My God. They have another brother too. His name is Staten Island, but shit, he's retarded, so he won't even bother. Let me introduce you to Jersey. No. It's very cool, guys. Like, I love being a stand-up comedian. I've been doing it as long as I've been living here. But can you believe sometimes as a stand-up comedian, sometimes you don't get good shows? Can you believe that shit? Can you believe sometimes as a stand-up comedian, things just do not go your way? I have a show that go either one of three ways, right? It'll go either really good, like now, goes really bad, or it gets really weird. This show in particular I had was really weird. I had this show back in Long Island, so yeah, that was the first mistake. But I had this show back in Long Island and everything was going good, right? Everybody was loving me, having a great time, enjoying my jokes except for this one dude. One dude was not feeling me at all. So bad, he decided to start booing me. Thank you for your sympathy because everybody else here does not give a fuck. They're like, we're starting to understand why. But he tried to boo me off stage, so I'm going to my next joke. All I hear is, boo! Boo! Nah, man, nah. Boo! But he was the only person doing that. Right? Thank y'all. I'm on stage being gorgeous, and he's off stage being a complete hater. He was the only person doing it. So just before I could say anything to this man, before I could address him, I kid you not, this older black woman sitting right behind him, she was just like, no, nigga, boo you. That faggot is funny. She got up and walked just like that. Let me say right now, I'm glad y'all agree. But she said that shit. That faggot is funny. And I was still on stage. And I was just like, word. Because two very important things have happened here in this moment. If some of y'all haven't been paying attention, I have been greatly insulted, but very flattered at the same time, right? Right, and some of y'all two are not laughing at this, and I respect, you know what, I love that because you respect me, that's right. You're sitting there, you're like, you know what, Alex, you don't deserve stuff like that, you shouldn't be spoken to like that, and you're absolutely right, but here's the thing, I am nowhere in stand-up comedy where I can put my self-respect over my career. I just can't do that. I cannot do that, so much to the point where I went up to this woman after the show. I found her. I was just like, ma'am, was that you that called me a faggot in the middle of the show? Which is a very strange way to start a sentence off when you begin talking to someone. But with no shame at all, this woman looked at me in the face and was like, yeah, baby. That was me. And I was like, ma'am, let me buy you a drink. All right, I'm Alex English. Have a good night. Thank you.
Alex English. Make some more noise for Alex. We're just gonna keep this show moving forward. This next comedian, she is great. She actually knows how to walk a tightrope while on stilts. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, exactly. I didn't just make that up. No, it's real. Ladies and gentlemen, make a lot of noise right now for Kate Willett.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just moved here from San Francisco. It's way less hippie in New York. Like, all my friends in California are really into stuff like incense and sage and vision boards. Do you guys even know what a vision board is? Okay, if anybody doesn't know, it's a collage of things you want to manifest in your life. And I believe in it, but I never made one because I felt like it would just be super embarrassing if mine were just 5 dicks and a Comedy Central logo. I don't know about you guys, but I've been spending a lot of time on social media. I've been getting really riled up, like especially about the fact that Republicans want to get rid of Planned Parenthood. And I've also been getting riled up because when people talk about reproductive rights, they always call it women's rights. And I feel like the guys that I hang out with don't understand that abortion and birth control is the bedrock of the fuckboy lifestyle. 1950s and shit, if you were a guy and you wanted to get laid, you would have a job and a wife. Whoa. Can you even imagine? I fucked this guy once because he had a cool bike. And I told that joke at a comedy show, and this lady raised her hand and was like, I fucked a guy because he had a cool bike, too. And then we talked after the show, and we figured out it was the same guy. And obviously a really cool bike, you know? But it's not just about women's rights. I fight for him, like, you know? It's hard. It's a hard time to feel like women are making progress, but I think we still are. It's just that it's only in the success direction. Like, there's still nobody that's down for a piece of shit woman yet, you know? A lot of obstacles to it. Like, we can become CEOs, still very difficult and dangerous to pass out places. There's a glass ceiling, but there's a glass gutter as well. And that is what I am most interested in shattering. You know, I try to start out with, like, the small, disgusting shit that men get to do. Like, I've noticed that men scratch their nuts all the time. And, like, I see you shaking your head like, no, we don't. Yeah, you do. You do this fucking pocket shit, and you don't think that we know about it. Yeah, we fucking know. We see you scratching your nuts. I'm not uptight. Like, the only reason I even bring it up is because I can't scratch my vagina, okay? And that's not because it doesn't itch, my friends. If anything, it itches more because I have to shave the side of it to, like, please the patriarchy or something. And that's not as easy as it sounds. It's tough to strike a balance where it's, like, feminist but not antagonistic, you know? Where he has a good message, but it's not gonna stay in his teeth. Like, it's tough. If people can't even think about women that way, you know, like, if I'm like, okay, I want you to imagine a doctor or a lawyer or an astronaut, like, you can imagine a woman for at least one of those things, of course, right? But if I'm like, imagine a scumbag, a dirtbag, a degenerate, yeah, it's a fucking guy every time. All of the iconic images of rebellion, it's always some dude like James Dean, Kurt Cobain. There's always an awesome jacket involved and a very sour facial expression. I was so excited by that I got the jacket, and then I went outside with that look on my face, and men just started telling me to smile, and I thought that sucked. I don't think that women do that to sad men. In fact, I know for sure that we don't, because I hang out with sad men all the time. Part of this job. And women, we fucking love sad men. We love that shit. It makes us super horny, you know? Like, we see a sad man, if he's cute at all, we're just like, oh my God, he's probably thinking about art. Like, ugh. Guys get a lot of credit for their depression. I used to think that my male friends were mad at me all the time because they'd never be smiling. And then I realized, like, oh, like, that's like, no one's mad. That's just what people's faces look like when they're not being told to smile their whole life. That is just resting patriarchy face. I definitely think the area that people are the most judgmental of women, like anything to do with sexuality, you know, like, I think I have a lot of friends who get on my case for being what they like to call promiscuous, and I really prefer to think of it as attractive. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got this one friend who goes on Tinder all the time. He's always sleeping around with a ton of women, but then he says to me, he's like, Kate, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm very worried about you because you've been having a lot of one-night stands. Yeah, I know. I'm just like, dude, I appreciate your concern, but do you seriously think that I should sleep with all those douchebags again? That sounds really time-consuming. I mean, I don't know. It's slowed down a little bit because I moved to the top of a hill, and now it's really hard to skateboard up there, but before then, it was going great. Yeah, I think the part of the reason that people are really hard on women about like, matters of sexuality is because like people think it's really easy for women to get laid, and I think that anybody who thinks that should give me back the hours of my life that I've spent listening to opinions on aliens. Okay? Because I feel like I've really put in the work. Or the Illuminati, like that's a favorite conspiracy of straight white guys. They're like, dude, do you know that the whole world is controlled by a small group of rich and powerful men? I'm like, yeah, fucking duh. No woman is shocked by that. Like, everyone knows that women put effort into, like, hair and makeup and shit like that, but I don't think that a lot of dudes know about, like, the personality side of the effort that women are putting in, you know? Like, ever since I was a teenage girl, I feel like I spent so much time trying to come across as, like, smart, but not smarter, you know? And that's usually, it's hard because I usually am, you know? And, confident, but not intimidating, and do it all while being just, like, a little hungry, and, nobody's ever like, hey, congrats on all the dick. Like, it's the opposite. And then it's kind of a weird time to be having sex as a woman. Like, I don't watch porn, but I still know what happens in it because of the things that people try on me. That is the real trickle-down economics. And I'm starting to get the impression that choking is really popular in porn because I've been doing some field research, and out there in the field, I feel like 9 out of 10 dudes want to choke a bitch, you know? And it's like, first date, dude, that's too soon. I need to be already positive that you're not going to kill me for real, okay? And it has to not be too real, you know? Like, I don't want to be choked from the heart. Like, if a man is slapping me in the face with his dick, I need to know that he's doing it ironically, you know? I feel like I could tell that Trump was gonna win by the way the guys were choking me. Like, I saw it coming. Because whenever I'd have sex with, like, an unsuccessful straight white guy, and, like, by the way, I didn't seek that out, you know? You just meet some of them in this industry, and, you know, like, I would just, like, I'd see this look in their eye, like, oh, this was supposed to be my world, bitch. And I'm just like, oh, Trump's gonna win, you know? Terrible. It's like we're all trying to sort out a lot of things right now. There's a lot of questions about gender, you know, like, are women supposed to pay for half? Can men show their feelings? Are women people? Like, we don't know. I don't like when I can feel that genuine aggression, you know. And by the way, like, I'm not trying to kink shame anybody. Like, you know, I'm not personally into BDSM, like 50 Shades of Grey or whatever, but, like, you know, it's like, I don't want to be whipped by a guy in leather, but I'm very down to be smacked around a little by a guy in a flannel. Like, it's just... But it's just like, I'll give you some examples. Like, this one dude I sleep with from time to time will be like, I want to destroy that pussy. And I'm just like, dude, your goals are so unrealistic, you know? Like, vaginas have, like, menstruation, childbirth. Like, you're not going to destroy that pussy. If it makes you feel any better, you have had a very negative impact on my life. But that's the best I can do for you, I'm sorry. Or guys will ask me these super porny questions that I can tell that they want me to, like, respond to in whatever way they saw ladies do it in porn, because it'd be so weird if I responded authentically. Like, how strange would it be if a guy was just like, do you like that over here? Do you like that? And I was just like, yeah, I'm all right with it, man. You know, like, that'd be weird, right? I'm just like, do you like this cock? I'm like, I don't know if it was worth the trouble. Like, it's fine. Your cock is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It is similar in size and shape to a lot of your friends. Like, no. You can't get real like that. You just have to be like, you know, and it bothers me. I like to be genuine. I also feel like porn has changed the way that people think that women's bodies are supposed to look. Like, this one dude told me that he was scared to go down on me because I have pubic hair. Like, scared. That's the word that he used. Scared. I just had to gently remind that guy that men used to have to fight wars. Your grandpa was in the trenches. You can get in the bushes, my friend. Come on. I get asked to have threesomes a lot. I don't know if it's because I'm bisexual or just cool or whatever, but yeah, but it always comes up the same way. It's always like, hey, Kate, why don't you get one of your friends to come hang out? And then it's so weird for me because I have to be like, you know what? Like, I'd have sex with you, but my friends would never do that, you know? And that's a very awkward conversation. But Like, the weird thing about it is that I actually really want to have a threesome. I feel like it would be amazing when I'm having sex with a guy to have another lady there, you know, like, especially one of my friends, just like someone to just like lock eyes with and be like, what is this shit? All right, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Kate Willett. Kate Willett. Kate Willett. Make some more noise for Kate. All right. Sorry. Don.
Yeah, what's up?
Where are you?
You stopped the music. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did your job for you.
I'm on my way.
Wait, where did you
I
have
had
to
to
go
go
boom
get-
boom?
I had to, look, man, I had to get my shit right.
Wait, you added to your costume?
I was so inspired by our conversation.
Sure, yeah.
I figured out I'm a cosplayer. I got deeper into cosplay.
Right, so now you're Eazy-E.
Khaleesi. Thug Princess.
Right, yeah. All right, okay. I feel like you upped your game. That's impressive.
Look, I had to bring my A game for you. You know what I'm saying? You're mad at the Eazy-E costume.
I challenged you. I built you up. All right, well, do you want to come back here and do your job?
I was so inspired
Oh, fuck.
that I said I need to write a song about my struggle as a
How
cosplayer.
did you find time to write a song? Also, how did you find time to get a dragon, a wig, and whatever else you've added to this costume?
The dragon is mine. The wig is from hair and makeup.
Okay, fine. So you want to do a song?
Yeah, I would like to perform this song that I wrote about my struggles as a black cosplayer.
You just became a black cosplayer.
Look, man, the struggle is real.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah. I mean, and I guess I'm giving you issues right now, so I should be supportive.
So yeah, I want to do this song. Would you mind cueing the music for me when I on my cue?
Like the return of Bartles and Jams.
Sure, why not? Sure.
Yes, Bartles and Jams is back.
All right, guys. I need you guys to stand up and give me some rap performance energy. So, everybody out of your seats. The guys, people in the back, you
On
already
your
stand.
feet, motherfuckers.
Yeah, do that shit.
Yeah, that's a good DJ. Stand the fuck up and just stand up and be into this rap shit. And rap. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, stop saying rap, and I guess I'll play. Oh, hold on. I'm getting your song.
Turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Y'all say cosplay is a waste of time. I say you don't imagine, then you waste your mind. Be creative as you want. Mix them up like me, Khaleesi. I'm a nerd with African ancestry. It's hard
Move,
being black, and
motherfuckers!
you probably think if you put on a costume, them problems shrink. Well, not really. And silly as I'm dressed, it's serious enough to make some fanboys upset, but fuck them, no. Punk motherfuckers. These are fictional characters, my wizard, we grown. That's what Khaleesi and Eazy-E would think. Rolling through the street, all three dragons unleashed, 6'4" Holland, reppin' House of Targaryen. Put me on the beach, you know that I'm a red wedding it. If you only dress up on Halloween, this might be the strangest thing that you've ever seen. My Comic-Con squad rep hard. When we hit the convention, we're superstars, straight out of cosplay. But I just wanna cosplay.
As a little girl, I dressed up like Storm for Halloween. The next year I was Storm for Halloween, and I was Storm for Halloween the following year also. After that, just taped a picture to my torso. Started to get depressed, cause damn this monotony. I wanna cosplay, but look at this hypocrisy. With all the characters and universes dreamed of, really? Like Gamora couldn't be black, she's green, what? Still played by a black woman in makeup, but Miss Marvel can save us, and Misty Knight and Cage Son. So I was like, well great, I got a list of short list. Fuck it, I'ma take that shit and make them really all pissed. I'm Thor, bitch, I'm Black Widow, I'm Deadpool, I'm Green Arrow. Ooh, they so mad, cause I don't give a damn the color or the gonads. then I took the name. I'm Jean Grae. Oh, sad.
Cause your cosplay fave just might be black. You mad? Cause your cosplay fave just might be black.
Wait, you're right. Practically hulking out on the internet. In person, actually, sulk and pout. Maybe mutter a little about canon. For instance, I'm canonically suited to cosplay Steve Bannon in the middle of his sandwich. Why am I hearing people of color in anguish? You've got so many opportunities. Let's take them by sort. Fantasy, dark elves, and orcs in sci-fi and anime. Anything not human. Comic books, you could be Doctor Doom, Ben Grimm, or somebody else whose flesh is obscured. Otherwise, you could suffer the wrath of a nerd after meddling with pristine memories. And also, though I don't think this means anything, I'm very uncomfortable with gender swaps. Think I'm gonna be happier when the convention stops.
Order, all y'all, calm down. Bang the gavel, courts in session now. Judge, jury, God, y'all, that's right. It's not so bad I even had to come to this. I'm not on the fence, coming in your defense. The time has come for a change, but wait. Y'all pull a game of gate just to place the blame and hate. But think again, settle in, you'll never win. Up against this Afro-ass guardian. They got mad that a lady was store. So now the first black justice of the Supreme Court swings the mule nail with a heavy hand. This is warfare on air, sea, and land. An attack on diversity brings out the worst in your nor'easter coming, dogs. You hear that thunder rumbling? Don't even try it. My team, we bring the riot regime. Scream on tyrants, been fighting a good fight since Brown versus the Board of Ed desegregated schools. Bringing brown cosplayers through the stun on you fools. Straight out of cosplay.
Holy shit! Make some noise for Black Thought, Jean Grae, MC Frontalot, Donwill. Holy shit! All right, well, this next performer, she is great at a lot of things. One of them is making waffle irons. She has her own line of waffle irons that she's here to tell you about. Ladies and gentlemen, make a lot of noise right now for Marcella Arguello.
Keep it going for that piece of shit, Wyatt Cenac, everybody. Let him hear it. Yo, and that rapping was crazy. Donwill. That was tight. All right, my name's Marcella. I'm very tall for a woman. Let's fucking talk about it. Let's not waste anybody's time. I'm 6'2". Woo is correct, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm wearing heels right now, because fuck it, right? I'm already up here. Women are always very supportive of me wearing high heels. They're like, yes, girl, work it, work that shit. Yes, mommy, yes, bitch, yes, girl, work that high, work them heels. It's a men. Straight men. You're like, why are you wearing heels? Why? Why are you wearing high heels? You don't need high heels. Why are you wearing high heels? If you don't need them, why are you wearing them if you don't need them? And it's like, dude, if you could add 2 inches to your dick, you would. Leave me alone. I'm Latina. I'm a proud Latina. Any Latinos in the house tonight? Ooh, 3 sad Latinos. That's Trump's America for you right there. I don't want to be recognized. Yeah, I'm a proud Latina. I'm a Latina over 30 that doesn't want kids, which is a big no-no. Or as in Spanish, we say, ay, Dios mío, no, no. And my family's always badgering me about it. Last time I was visiting home, my grandmother, she was 93 at the time, and she asked me when I was gonna have kids. And you would think that I would be polite. She's on her way out. You think I'd say something like, hopefully soon, abuelita. But what I said was, you know, when Jesus was over 30, he didn't have any kids. To which she replied, when Jesus was 33, he was dead. Caught me by surprise. So I decided to navigate the conversation in a different direction. I was like, you know what, abuelita? I don't have a boyfriend. I ain't got no man, abuelita. To which she replied, Mary didn't need a man to have a kid. I was like, you win, bitch. And I said it just like that because she doesn't speak English. I am dating, though. I'm dating my first white dude. Yeah, it's new for me. And I'm getting a lot of lectures from my black and brown friends, which is normal, I think. And I had my friend the other day, because we were like making plans, so we were texting back and forth. And then finally at the end, I was like, hey, I'll see you later. It's gonna be grand. And she was like, grand, bitch? That mayonnaise motherfucker's rubbing off on you. You gonna start using words like Fortnite? I was like, oh, she's right. It's gonna be popping, bitch. Send. But he and I had a breakthrough the other night. I don't like to talk about sex on stage, but I'm gonna make an exception here tonight. If my mother's watching, I'm sorry. So he was going down on me. It was great. The spirit of the ruckus came over me. So I yelled out, Wu-Tang! And he looked up, and he was like, ain't nothing to fuck with. He kept eating my pussy. I was like, he's a keeper. Where you at, Don? The worst DJ ever. DJ, you suck balls. Raider Nation, Playboy. Okay, so after Trump won, there was a surge in donations to Planned Parenthood, which was great. It's awesome. It was great news for my broke ass. I'm gonna stock up on Plan B pills. I'm not gonna just hoard them for myself, okay? I'm gonna sell them on the low in like a year when they're illegal. She's gonna post up outside of nightclubs at 2 a.m. wearing a trench coat, waiting for girls to stumble out of the club. I'm just like, psst. Hey, bitch. You don't want to leave with him, do you? I got what you need. What you need, IUD, Plan B, BCP. What you need, I got it. Okay, you guys aren't really into that idea. Maybe I won't sell them. Maybe I'll give them away. I'll be the Robin Hood of contraception. Yeah. Just steal from the rich and give to the whores. Okay, maybe I won't even do that. You guys didn't like that either. How about I be productive and just like slip them into girls' drinks at the club? Like a productive roofie. It's A, B, or C, whatever you guys want. So I love doing stand-up. I've been doing stand-up for a long time, and I get to travel. It's fucking great. I got to go to Orlando last summer. It was really fun. Yeah, it was really fun. And my mother came with me, which is funny because only a third world ass mom would think Florida's a good vacation. And so my mom was with me, and we had a good time. And then the Pulse nightclub shooting happened. Yeah, and it was crazy. And I woke up, on Sunday, and we were watching the news, and it was crazy. And I was getting this flood of text from my friends. They're like, Marcella, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, what? Well, am I okay? What are you talking about? And one of my homies, Greg, he was like, I know how much you love going to gay clubs. So I just wanted to make sure you were okay. And I was like, oh, shit, I do love going to gay clubs. And I didn't go out Saturday night because my mom was with me, my little angel. And so if you've never been to a gay nightclub, especially if you're a straight woman, I feel like you should go. I'm going to recommend this right now. All straight women should go to gay nightclubs, especially if you want to, like, boost your self-esteem. Yeah, because gay men, I don't give a fuck what you look like. You could show up looking like shit, and they'll be like, you serving me hobo realness, bitch! You're on the thick side, they're like, work them Tootsie Rolls, bitch! It's the best. This is great for your self-esteem. And so I went out. I'm going to show you the story. One night, my friend Solomon and I were out dancing, and we were having a good time. He wanted to step out for a cigarette, and so I joined him. So we're outside, and this brawl pours out of the club, and we realized really quickly it's 3 gay men versus 3 trans women, which is basically equals, right? And here's the thing. It was pretty quick to assess what was going on. And I don't know if you guys know the LGBTQ hierarchy that exists within the community, but a lot of gay men think that they're superior to everybody else. It's really fucked up. And the way we figured this out is because one of the trans women ripped off her skirt and was like, "Oh, this pussy ain't real. This pussy ain't real, motherfucker." And it was shocking. And it wasn't shocking because I was just seeing a pussy. It was shocking because the bitch had it bedazzled. It was sparkling under the moonlight. I was like, damn, I take my pussy for granted. I need to take better care of my pussy. And the cops pull up. And where I'm from, Modesto, California, does... All right. I was raised not to trust the cops. That's how I was raised. Yeah, there we go. She's like, Modesto, yeah, don't trust the cops. Yes! And so when I saw the cops, I thought everybody was going to cut, but they didn't. The 3 trans women were like kicking it. One of them goes towards the cops. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So I jumped in and I go up to the 2 trans women and I was like, yo, these cops are going to fuck you figuratively and literally. Please get the fuck out of here. Save yourself. And the bitch snapped out of it. I don't know if it was because she thought I was one of them, which is understandable because I was taller, I have a flatter chest. My mother always told me that I looked like my dad in a dress, so she snaps out of it, whatever it was. She's like, you're right, I'm gonna get out of here. She wiggles her skirt back on. And she books it, but she realizes her friend, and I was like, I'm gonna get her. Don't trip, get out of here. So I go to the friend, and I was like, same thing. The cops are gonna fuck about your life. Get the fuck out of here. Save yourself. Oh, your friend's already left. Fight or flight. She just books it. Nothing happened. And I just want to say, I know this is a comedy show, but I just want to say you guys can donate all your money to the ACLU. You can make all the pussy hats that you want. You can go to all marches that you want. But if you don't look out for each other when shit pops off, it don't mean shit. My name's Marcella Arguello. Have a good night. Keep it going for Wyatt. Brr, brr, brr.
Look, here's the thing. You inspired me.
Well,
It's like a teaching episode on top of a teaching episode. I figured you shouldn't be the only one to make a costume, so I am Dr. Draco Malfoy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I even have a wand. I have a wand that does things. That is, we just became 2 6-year-olds that have found a thing and amused ourselves. Oh. We have more show. We got one more comedian. You got one more in you? This next gentleman, it's a treat that he's here. It's always a treat when he comes to the show. For those of you who've been to the show, you've seen him at the show before. For those of you who are just watching this, oftentimes he likes to come to the show and we wind up jibber-jabbering for a while. And it could be 10 minutes, it could be 10 days. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a treat to have him. Make a lot of noise right now for Mr. Michael Che.
Yeah. I've gotten in, you know what? This is my first week of cosplay.
Really?
And I don't know a lot about comic books, but I invented my own superhero.
All right.
He's got a cape.
That's it. He's just, because I don't know if that's a superhero, I think.
He's got an S on his chest.
Right, yeah. Okay.
And his name is Say Man.
Say Man?
Yes, he's a black superhero.
All
so
right.
when he sees crime, he's like, Say Man.
That's all he does.
Hey, say, man.
Well, wait, are you gonna, that building's on fire, are you gonna go in there?
Hey, say, man!
Right. But you're the dude here with the cape.
He mostly raised his awareness. Say, man, don't you know cigarettes are bad for you?
So it sounds like he's nosy. He's kind of like, he just butts in. To his enemies, he just butts in guy.
No, he's say, man.
Right, yeah.
But, I should tell you that I don't want you to think that say, man, because, you know, the world is a tough place.
Sure.
And even say, man needs help.
Sure, yeah.
So
can't do it alone.
Me and Jean came up with a sidekick for Say Man.
Okay, like how Batman has Robin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can Jean come back out? Me and Jean were talking about Say Man, and Jean brought up a good point that Say Man needs help. So Jean is my trusty sidekick named, why don't you tell the people what your name is?
Come on, man.
So there's Say Man, and then there's...
Come on, man.
So you want to, all right, give us a problem. We'll solve it.
All right. There's been a string of burglaries at nail salons in the Fulton Mall.
Say, man.
Come on, man.
We mostly raise awareness is what we're trying to tell you, right? So now everyone knows when there's a problem, all you gotta do is say, man, and I'll be like, yeah, I see.
I feel like if there was an Avengers version of this, there's another dude who's just like, I seen the whole thing, man.
I seen the whole thing.
I did.
I seen the whole thing, man.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Dude, we need to fucking holler at Stan Lee. Is that his name?
Wait, Stan Lee or Stanley?
We need to, hey, Stanley.
Say, man.
Say, man. Come on, man.
Say, Stanley.
I see the whole thing,
Come
man.
on, Stanley.
Stanley. Stanley, wake up.
Call
Wake
Michael
up, Stanley.
B. Jordan, Michael C. Jordan, all of the Michael Jordans.
Yeah.
This is all Michael Jordan hands on deck.
Get them all.
Get them all. Get the
And
dude.
all the Isaiah Thomases, too. Give me all the Michael Jordans and all the Isaiah Thomases.
Say, man, and come on, man, might be the next big thing. I'm
That's
just saying.
Netflix, watch out. Yeah. Seeso has a new show for you.
You goddamn right.
Say, man, come on, man, and I sink the whole thing, man. I'd watch it. I'd at least give it 3 episodes.
If the villain is like, you don't have any witnesses. I seen the whole thing, man.
I seen the whole thing. Man.
I seen the whole thing. God damn it. That's fucking funny, man.
No, I think we've changed television right now.
No, I think we did. And usually I don't even do political humor.
I know, yeah.
I'm proud of myself.
You should be. You should be.
I never been into cosplay.
No, it's obvious.
If you want the truth, Tariq left his cape on the couch, and I was like, I'm gonna wear that shit.
Yeah.
And
Walking around like a fucking Project Dracula.
I did. I looked in the mirror. I thought I looked like Patti LaBelle. I was like, I love you.
Now you need to take your shoes off for that.
Yeah, I should kick my shoes off and start singing gospel.
Yeah.
That's a Patti LaBelle reference for the 14 black people sprinkled in.
No, they knew it. I don't know why you had
White people were like, yeah, no, I know the pie lady.
That's assuming a lot. I feel like more white people know Patti LaBelle as a musician than they do as the pie lady.
Is that true? Nothing would make me happier if that were
Who
the
here
truth.
knows Patti LaBelle as a musician? Clap. All right.
Wait a minute. Who here knows that because they were watching Divas with Celine Dion and she happened to be on the show too?
That's not important to this story.
No, that fucking counts, Wyatt.
Who here knows Patti LaBelle as a maker of pies? Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, we had you and then like 4 woos.
She makes good pies.
What's that?
She makes good pies.
Right, but
Have you had Patti LaBelle? I haven't had Patti LaBelle pies.
A patty pie.
I haven't had a patty pie. Have you had a patty pie?
I've had a Patti LaBelle pie.
You've had a Patti LaBelle pie? Yeah, it's called a fucking patty pie.
Right, yeah. Which
We're
also
not trying to trick you.
Yeah.
We on your team, white lady.
Which, no, patty pie also sound like it sounds
Where
weird.
the fuck did you get blonde hair?
Have you not been paying attention to the show?
Nah, I'm pretty fucked up.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I've been fucking drinking Bullet Bourbon. Can we say that on Seeso?
Yeah, now I think Bullet Bourbon has to send us a case. Bullet Bourbon, Bullet Bourbon, Bullet Bourbon, Bullet Bourbon.
Oh, I
that's
love
4
that.
cases of Bullet Bourbon. I think that's how that shit works. Maserati, 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 Maserati. I think anything I say, if I say it, and if I could get all of us stuff, there's like, I don't know. Yeah. All right, hold on.
Patty pies.
All right. Patty pie, 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 patty pie. I gotta go through them all. This is gonna take a while. Let's just, in post, we'll just make it seem like I said it like over 100 times.
Dub that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How come? All right. I got a lot of shit on my mind, Wyatt.
Sure. You always do. That's what's delightful about when you're here.
You ever seen a homeless guy with a dick so big you stop feeling sorry for him? Never? I saw a homeless guy.
Say, man.
I seen the whole thing, man.
Come on, man.
Oh, shit, man, that's funny.
Yeah.
Never, dude, never once. You have. Never? You never seen the guy? You never seen the fucking guy? And you're like, fuck. You what?
I said I've seen an attractive homeless.
You seen an attractive homeless man? Okay.
No.
It's
That
not
one, though,
about-
I feel like that one is a challenge.
Goddamn, lady. Why did you say that shit on TV? I've seen an attractive homeless man once. What a faux pas. They're
That
supposed
does
to be
feel
ugly.
like, though, as like an attractive homeless guy that maybe
That's not a defense.
No, but there's
Somebody's
some...
like, hey, man.
Hold on. I want to, on her behalf, I just want to say, like, it feels like attractive people shouldn't necessarily have to worry about going homeless because it feels like whether you're an attractive lady or an attractive man, there's a creepy old man somewhere who wants to fuck you. Like, there is a creepy old man who
There's
will
no
give you...
motherfucker so beautiful that he could be 6 months late on written and be like, but come on. No, still? No, I need money still?
Well, you were talking about the homeless guy with a dick so big.
Yeah, that was the
wanna-
extent of it.
Oh, all right. I didn't know if that was going somewhere.
No, I mean, where could it go? Just homeless guys got big dicks. All of them. I think you can only say, I like to say that I've seen enough homeless guy dicks to know that it's more than a pattern. I think that's how. I think it's because you know what I think. I thought about it. I think their big dicks get them in trouble because they got too much big dick confidence.
Okay. All right.
I think yeah. I think that's true.
That was it. I thought you were gonna see the thought through.
No, like, all right, like they like, hey, Gary, you better get ahead of these bills. You're gonna lose your house. And he's like, fuck this house. I don't need a house. I got a big dick. I'm fine. I'll just ride the rails. What do I need privacy for? I'll just whip this shit out, pee on the C train. You only need. I just fucking. I'll just pee right on the middle of the C train floor and let you figure out whether it's Snapple or... That's your problem, man. Oh, shit, how about a game show? Is this piss or Snapple? Takes place on the C train.
Seeso, we're pitching that right now. Is this piss or Snapple?
Is this piss or
I think
Snapple?
budgetarily we can make this show happen.
I don't know. My foot stuck to the ground. Might
feel
not
like-
be either.
I feel like we just sold a good TV show. I feel like that's
I
pretty...
think we should sell that show. That's a good fucking show.
We're looking down the barrels of Seeso cameras right now.
All you motherfuckers with Seeso power.
Yeah. We got 2 great shows. Is this piss or Snapple?
And we got a movie franchise. Say Man.
Come on, man.
I seen the whole thing, man.
Michael Che, everybody. Michael Che.
Say Man is like, we just made like maybe $40 million. I'm gonna say unofficially.
I would do an entire Say Man movie.
Yeah. We do Say Man the movie, Say Man the book,
Say Man the podcast.
Say Man the prequel, when he was All Right Man.
All right.
I like the boom mic because I like to feel like I'm singing We Are the World.
We are the world.
I hate them for 1 minute.
You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait. I've been it, man.